Hello, and hopefully the audio is all working. Let me go ahead and check on that. Application audio. Okay, yeah, it looks like everything's working. So I have not played this one. This Corpse Party Blood Drive, I believe it's the fourth game. I played the remake of the first one on Halloween, like when I had first started my channel. And then after that I played Book of Shadows, and then the little spin-off one that was mostly focused on like more comedy and stuff, so much scary. So I didn't want to stream that one because that's where I had left the series off, but because it's not really horror, it's more like making it more comedy and jokes and stuff. I personally wasn't even looking forward to playing that one because of that reason. But I mean, it's important to the storyline, so I had to play it regardless. But we're gonna go ahead and start with Blood Drive, and then I also have what's it called? Don't Be Afraid 1. Last time I played the little prologue demo to it that tells a story that takes place before the first game, and it was interesting, so I'll definitely look into playing the first one after Blood Drive, and then after that we'll probably go to Corpse Party 2 Dead Patient, but I think that one's super short because it's not completed yet. And then Corpse Party 2 Darkness Distortion, I think it's called. The actual sequel to this is gonna come out sometime this year, so we'll go ahead and do that one, as well as Don't Be Afraid 2 is also coming out this year, so we'll try to get through both Corpse Party games and Don't Be Afraid 1 before their sequels drop. But let's go ahead and get into this game. Another thing, well, luckily I beat Book of Shadows way before this one, but that one was more of like a light novel for some reason. And then so was the other one that I was saying came before this, that was just more like comedy and stuff. So that's another reason why I didn't stream those ones, because they didn't have like actual gameplay like this one and the first game did. And I believe Dead Patient also does. But since that one's like a fan, well, it's not a fan project, but it's like a small team working on it, I guess it's just gonna take them years to finish that game, and they only released like one chapter, and it's been like 5 years, I think, since the first chapter, and nothing's come out. But like I said, we are getting an actual part 2. Let's go ahead and start this game. Blood Drive, a faint light. Let me go ahead and make sure that the stream's not lagging like crazy. Chill. What's going on here? How come it's not how to use space? I guess it's not in English. Oh, and we started out with one dead body already. That's something. Been 2 months since the Book of Shadows incident. Been critically wounded by blowback for the sorcery I'd involved myself with, but Nakashima was there to carry me out from the crumbling Shinozaki estate. So this takes place right after the secret ending of Book of Shadows. 2 of us were picked up on the side of the old mountain road and rushed to a hospital where I was restored to stable condition. The grimoire responsible for so much of the horror everyone had been through, the Book of Shadows, was buried in the rubble of the estate when its roof collapsed. I believe that over 2 months had passed since the fall of Heavenly Hills Elementary, since the 5 of us were returned safely to the road. So, I know some of them died. I think The one with the little pink things in her hair, all the way to the right, died. And then I believe... who survived, actually? I know the top two on the left survived. I don't even remember which one survived, especially since it's, say 5. I know it's not... well, it's counting the little sister who's not in that picture. The brother, and then this guy next to him, and then the blue-haired one in the middle on the right, and I forgot who the 5th person was. Cause I think the two all the way on the right died, I'm pretty sure, and then I think the one in the middle on the left side, the brown-haired one, dies. I think all the rest of them survived. And then the little sister's not in the picture, but she survives too. Oh, and then that's what they did right now was the Sachiko Ever After ritual, and it's supposed to make it so that they're friends forever. And if it's performed wrong, then it takes them to the alternate version of this elementary school, and that's where like all the dead bodies, corpses, the spirits, and all that stuff are. And in the first game, they obviously messed up the rituals, so it sent them there. According to the urban legend site, tearing the paper doll is supposed to cause an earthquake and get you spirited away. So they're trying to get spirited away there. Let me hit every single button. I'm trying to pull up the menu because I think I accidentally skipped text, but then back. Yeah, that's not gonna. You invite your friends to do with you, is it? That's word recording, blah blah. Do right. Oh, the text is going up. What? Usually goes down, so that's kind of weird. You know, is there not a settings? And it doesn't let you use controller. It's not like I could just push start on the controller, but something is coming from actually next to me though. I would assume it would be escape button. No, nothing. This is interesting. Okay, watch. Shift. Obviously, that's not gonna. Sorry guys, but no, but now we'll be together, right? Okay, so they performed the ritual correctly. Okay, so what if I wanted to exit the game? Is there like nothing you could do about that? If I wanted like auto text scroll something. Generally, no one was going to miss a place like that. Maybe we have to wait till they actually let you control the characters. I feel like that's weird though. There's really like none of these buttons do anything besides back. Takes you to the message log. Certainly no one was going to miss a place like that. Where countless living beings were trapped, their lives snuffed out violently and traumatic. Oh, those are all the 3 that die. Okay, so I was wrong on the left side. But I do remember that 4 of them and the little sister survived. Along with the school, the lives of her friends and her teacher were also erased. They weren't just dead, but wiped from existence entirely. She's real well, nobody believed me. Listen, there's no such person as Psycho. Or Psycho? Take your medicine, please. Like I said, she remembered her best friend existed, and she went to her best friend's house to try to see if her parents, her family remembered her, and they didn't. So they just thought she was going crazy. I've been the lucky ones to survive, but for us, these past 2 months have been hell on earth. This is my fault for heedlessly performing an occult ritual. I suffered heavy wounds with major blood loss and was in the hospital for weeks. I was finally released just yesterday, returning to school at Kisaragi Academy for the first time since the incident. When I reached the front gate, I stopped and stared at the school grounds, shrinking back in a bit. I knew that once I passed through these gates, I'd be reminded of a reality where Suzumoto, Miss Yui, and the others no longer exist. These are the only people in the world who understood me, the only people I could relate to, the only ones who remembered our 4 departed friends. Can I move? I can. Interesting. So, like I said, the last 2 were kind of like light novels. It's weird that you spacebar that sprint. Oh shit. There's some weird, funky controls going on here. Oh, now I can push escape. But I at least think the first one followed the brother and his little sister, but it seems like Ayumi is now the main character of the story. I mean, Book of Shadows did show that she had some like occult and like spiritual powers and stuff, or she's at least connected to it. So I guess it would make sense for her to become more of a main character. Window, quality high, resolution, shadows, graphics. Sounds good. It's infinite battery. Choose whether your flashlight runs out of batteries or can be used infinitely. I'll just leave that how it is. Name tags. How many chapters are there? 10 chapters. Controls. Space. QT. Quick event option ABC. Skip dialogue. Left shift. The message. Backspace. Interact E. Toggle flashlight F. Switch character R. Can I change that to shift or the left shift is on dialogue? That's probably why it's on space. Oh wait, spaces. Let me see. Confirm should be. Can I left click? No, I can't. Interesting. Skip dialogue. Can I change that to like? No, because we use S to move. Let's change skip dialogue to tab. So whatever. We'll probably not even use that, but I'd rather have this left shift. Menu, confirm space, menu next, previous, WSD, menu, okay, escape makes sense for menu, shift to run, ease, interact, F is gonna be for flashlight, R for switch character, tab, skip dialog, space, confirm, backspace, open message log, quick time event 1, 2, 3. Okay. We should be good on controls. Because they had like some funky controls going on for some reason. Okay. I wish you could use the mouse. I have my hand on the mouse, but I guess technically unless you're in the menu, you don't even use it, right? And even in the menu, you don't need it. So I guess this is just a game played with just keyboard.
Oh, Shinozaki. Shinozaki, okaeri.
Oh, she's a class rep. Okay, let's try to get to the scary part of the game. Student? No, I didn't know that even outside of the close space of family host, even here in the real world. Just a random character. Yeah, it is. It sure does love that fortune telling stuff. I gotta find me a new one for next time. I hope no one will early shift today. I'm starving. I'm guessing in this one, instead of it just being within the school, Sachiko is able to leak into the entire city. It's not just that heavenly host. Oh. I hear well, she's obviously dead. They got her with the Stranger Things execution. The curse's reach was growing. Yeah, now it reaches outside of the school. Guessing this is the intro. So they already killed like 2 people within like the first 5 minutes of this one. Chris. We'll see how this game goes. 'Cause the first one was good, the second one was meh, the third one was boring in my opinion. So hopefully this one's good. See, they brought in a bunch of new characters for this one though. See, it keeps showing like she's the new main character now. I did not expect that that's occurred this time. Junior high student. Oh, that one back fast. So I can't believe you're like tripping and falling on, what was it again, a cutting tool? And that's all it took to put you out of commission for 2 months. I certainly is fragile. What were you doing getting away? I hope you're not dabbling in that occult business like your sister. Wait, is the sister dead in this one? Because at the end of the Book of Shadows is when they reveal Ayumi is like spiritual. She's connected to like a spiritual line, and her sister comes in to save them. But then the Book of Shadows like blows her head up, so I don't know if the sister's dead in this one. And Hinaway disappearing like always. I swear these girls of mine are giving me gray hairs. So I don't know if she disappeared because she's dead, or if she's alive in this one. Jeez. Oh. Oh yeah, the sister's dead for sure. Same horrible scene played out in my memory once more. Massive earthquake rippled through the basement of the Shinozaki estate, leaving it teetering on the edge of cloud. Worse still, the whole place was in flames. Naoi's mangled form appeared as if shimmering in the firelight, red glinting off of red. Around the edges of the blaze that I believe sluicing her flood. Sluicing. They danced around and threw her almost whimsically, prompting unnatural gyrations to her body without ever letting her so much as touch the ground. Grabbed onto Hinaway's body in a vain attempt to pull her to safety, but Hinaway used what little strength she had left to push me back.
Ayumi-chan, 生きるのよ。
Her sister beat almost in her heart. Distinctly hear these words in the back of my head spoken in a soft, soothing voice. Yeah, for sure she died though. Tara silly said it. About the beam fell from crushing her upper body tight. So I shot to my feet and began running in circles, screaming uncontrollably. I would run right into the rapidly spreading fire from Naomi had it caught me. My hands and feet were covered in red bruises and cuts from the swarm of blades that my spell had sent. Naomi was bleeding as well, but no one knew that no classroom could have together. Nakashima wanted more than anything to bring our friends back, so we'd go after the root of the curse being Sachiko Shinozaki and Heavenly was elementary. We sought and found another place that should exist. The state of Yoshie and Sachiko Shinozaki, supposedly torn down like wood, but there was still. In its basement, we found an old book of spells known as Book of Shadows. Convinced I could undo the horrors I'd seen, I decided to try a little black magic of my own. Inevitably, it led to the worst nightmare of them all. I was attacked from all sides, uncertain what was real and what was not. The wounds I endured should be fatal. So this is just recapping what was important before this one. I don't know how she knew where it was, but just as things seemed bleak, as sis came rushing into my rescue. In the end, I'd only made the worst all I did was add one more sacrifice to the pot. Oh. Go ahead and die. Oh, it's a new character. Come on, don't stop. Just die already. With one shoe on my desk and sporting a rare open-mouthed version grin, a boy wearing a black parka was just somehow there in my room without explanation.
死んでくやつが俺
Gotta
の名前
die
なん
while
て
you
興
care
味ねえだろ。
worms. Clearly you're not
嘘ばっ
serious
かだ
about
な、お
this
前
at
の。
all.
それが嘘
So
だ
you're
ろ
not
って言っ
serious,
た
you're
ん
just
だ。
deluding yourself.
本心はどこだ、クソ
Where's your mind?
殺
Aren't
した
you
んじゃなくて
looking to save
助けたいん
yourself?
だろ。
Spare yourself from
苦
any
しんだ。
suffering.
八つ当たりしてねえ
Well,
で
stop
動け。
lashing out and do something about it.
誰も助けちゃくれねえぞ。
Nobody else is gonna come to your rescue.
誰よ。
誰でもねえさ。
Nobody.
嘘ついた
And
まま
this is
本
gonna
当
be
に
real
終わっ
boring
ちま
if
う
it ends with you lying to yourself. We care. 10 yen gun. The oddly kind expression, then finally take his leap by jumping out the window. What?
確か篠崎の家は
No, we gotta control all the characters though. I thought he was like a spirit or something, but I guess he's a real person that jumped in her window.
変わった格好のやつだな。
天神賞も崩壊し
Now that Heavenly Host Elementary is gone, what do I do? How to
罪滅
fix this?
サトシ、お前今日弁当だよな。ああ、そうだな。
I feel like we don't gotta read everything though. Because some of this text is gonna be just extra
雲が出
until they get to the actual horror part of the game, which I'm guessing will be by the end of chapter 1.
秋晴れだな。この辺で食べよう。しかしなんか妙。よしき、時間あったから揚げも。相変わらず何でも作れるな、お前は。俺んちは昨日の残り物とかだよ、多分。いいじゃねえかよ、この幸せもんが。そうなのか？
What? What is this? Or bread or something? You even have leftovers, they just put money.
母さん。
あら、こんなところでご飯なの？
Who's this? Another new character?
確か
Miss Kuwa.
庭だっけ？
Our class TA's Miss Kuwan. What? Our class is TA Miss Kuwan Niwa. She was an English teacher with white hair, blue eyes, and a soft, delicate voice. I asked our classmates about her the day we returned from Heavenly Host Elementary. They said she was a teacher who'd come to our school half a year ago, but the five of us had no memory of that. In our world, the one we came from, we had Miss Yue instead. But their teacher died in the first game because she stayed behind so that one of the students could go back in her place. No offense to Miss Kuan, but her presence here in this reality just felt inherently wrong to those of us who survived the Heavenly Host incident.
サトシ君、ご飯が何が食べたい？
え？
好きな食べ物は？
Hopefully they get to the scary part of the game soon though. I mean, they did kill 2 people within the first 5 minutes, but I guess right now they're just building character. I don't know, I was trying to get stamina. Big breath. It's kind of weird not using the mouse.
仕方ねえな。俺のエビフ。本当か？
Was that a helicopter? What? Someone just drops on the school's roof like that? Luigi board? This isn't Pokemon. Is it titled under Pokemon? It shouldn't be. No, it should actually not be under Pokemon. Pretty sure it's not. But now I have to check. Well, it looks like a Pokemon game though. In a way, I guess, like Pokemon X and Y. What? Bring a lunch by helicopter? I'm guessing the teacher ordered that or something. Another new character? They're just dropping all the new characters. That's probably why they're just like character building right now in the first chapter.
大丈夫？ごめんね。もうこれ。迷惑って。委員長。
今出て行ったの。ノミ。
This is really important, so you can't just skim it.
無理していないか。
大丈夫。
It's not until they go into wherever they're gonna go that it's gonna start having like scary stuff.
委員長。はじめまして。
What the heck is this character?
そっくりですね。
You don't know me, but oh my, you really do look just like your sister. I'm guessing she's friends with his sister. You know her, your sister and I are both part of the Wicca Institute, an association dedicated to worship of spirits. Neither your father nor your mother know then about Hino. Yes, she lost her life before she went after you to the old Shinozaki estate. The last person she contacted was me. I understood her fate and accepted it. The spirits can reveal a person's sudden death if you let them. She was prepared to take action regardless. She didn't care what the consequences might be. She really was an amazing person. I'm here to bestow Hinoi's last wish to you. Retrieve the grimoire, the Book of Shadows, the forbidden book that's been passed down through the Shinozaki family for generations. If that book should ever fall in the wrong hands, the world would most assuredly be plunged into utter chaos. See, we of the WI are an association of white witches who commune with spirits and abide by the will of nature. He was initially hesitant to involve herself with anything related to the Shinozaki bloodline, knowing the fighting parents rejected her lineage. But Ayumi's also part of that lineage. Be right back. Yeah. But in recent years, she's been sensing the presence of the book and growing more and more. I looked for it, of course, but we found no hint of it at the site of Yoshi and Saki's estate. Surprised to find burned beams and other debris at the old house on what I expected to be nothing more than a vacant lot, but that's all. Found it, even though it was there, I can still sense it. Its presence remains somewhere in this world. Yomamura looked directly into my eyes. Did you know that someone else was living in the city who shares her bloodline with you, Yoshie Shinozaki? But like I was saying, apparently Ayumi's like way off related, but she's related to the main villain of the first game, which was Sachiko, because they share like the same bloodline. Yomamura pulled a notepad from her pocket and carefully wrote a name and address on the top sheet. She then took the pages out. Took the page and handed it to me. Makina Shinozaki. You know that name? It was on the family tree. Where? So that would be what, like an aunt to her? Yoshi's grandmother had 3 daughters. The second was Makina, so Yoshi's mother's younger sister, Yoshi is. Makina's house is deserted now. If you were to go there, you might find some clue that would help you to look at shadows. Tried, but we were too strongly connected to the spirit world. We just couldn't enter the room. I don't know what exactly you might find there, but if you have the strength to fulfill Hinoi's last request, I ask that you try. Oh, another new character? The other side of the door, a peculiar girl stood and waited. As soon as Yomamura had covered enough distance to put me out of earshot, the two of them spoke. Carl, but I won't kill you, so yeah, that's good enough. Get out of my face. As quickly as she could, without drawing attention to herself. As if in response to an intimidating girl in the peculiar outfit spat on the hospital wall. Shinozaki died way too easy. I'm guessing that's the actual girl that this one that was talking to her character was pretending to be. And she's part of the Wiccan thing and knew Hinaway and probably was the actual last one she contacted. And she just like hired this random girl to pretend to be her and give Ayumi all that information. I mean, that's just speculation, but that's what I feel like what's going on in that scene. It's time to meet my fate. I had trouble locating Makina's residence. I don't know what I was expecting, but what I found was just an ordinary apartment building. It could involve Mochida and the others in this. They've been doing that for it. Besides, this was a family matter. My bloodline was responsible for this whole mess, so it was only right that I'd be the one to make amends alone. I guess since being haunted. At least I went back to like dungeon crawling type of gameplay instead of light novel, just reading. Whenever you see a candle on the map, you can examine it to restore your HP and save your game. Probably just dropped it in the spot. Somebody's there. Percy is truly startled. She's unable to move due to the combination of fear and being put on the spot. So she's falling into the ground. It may be human nature, but I hated not being in control of my actions. And unless there I was sitting up, waiting for someone to come down the stairs. Nope, it's a spirit. I guess it's kind of makes more sense for her to be the main character, not just because she's connected through the bloodline with Sachiko and everything that's happening, but because they could use her powers to make it where she could see the spirits and stuff. If that's what they end up doing, though. See if pronunciation is up.
ここにはマキナさんの家はない。
Tissue paper. A pleasant shade of brown. Did I put poop toilet paper in a mailbox or what? Blood. Oh, they put a dead bird in it. And Shinzaki. Okay, so obviously she lives up here. Oh, look, those little spirit faces appear in the windows. Use your flashlight will eventually kill its battery. If this happens, you'll need to find a new battery and use it, or you'll be left in the dark. It's not that dark. I feel like she could turn off the flashlight.
トイレ行ってくればよかった。我慢しなきゃ。
Or is this like the only resident? What happens if we just stay at the door? No. Okay, it's in your own door.
すみません。
I mean, it doesn't look like this place would have power anyways. I should just open it.
こんな時にもしないくないくないくないくないくないく何これあれ壊れたかなもう
Obviously, this place is haunted.
すみません。怒りっぽい。人が住まなくなってから。靴。おかえり。今。篠崎よしえの家に行った時の今回はお姉ちゃんが研究のために使ってた2008年11月10日私
And explore the resin. I suspected, this doesn't seem to be getting power right now. I mean, yeah, there's a candle here. Let's see. Has anyone even been in here since her passing? Oh. Obviously, they don't need to do that. Let's go back and check what's in this photo. I feel like we're gonna get a bad ending by doing this though. I don't know. I feel like we're getting a bad ending if I interact with it. Okay, I know in the first game, if you used one of the bathrooms, they ended up getting like a disease thingy and dying, so that's not risky. Seem to be a force stick would be missed along with one additional detail. Should just have a picture of it. She gonna start grabbing herself. Maybe hidden compartments or space in shelves and such as well, so be sure to examine everything very carefully. Okay. Rocky, and Yoshi, Yokohama. Coordinates. It's open, I guess. Oh, another dead bird. Oh, is that a bunch of dead birds around her house? Batteries. Yeah, it looks like somebody is sleeping under that thing. She didn't snatch up. open the blinds, put some light in. Well, we're probably gonna get snatched up right now. Okay, she should take it and leave and open it somewhere else, though. Just a lot of a human being all black, save for two perfectly round cutouts positioned halfway up the head, glinting on a flow of light. Wait, this lady's from Book of Shadows, though. She's the one that warns her not to go to the school, or not her, but the teacher to not go to the school. I believe it's the teacher she's talking to. And I'm guessing that's Machina. That's who the old lady was this whole time. Oh, there's a spirit in there too. Okay, we got batteries though, so how's her light out? Why is she running into everything? She knew she was by the doorway. Oh no, there's a ghost hand grabbing her. Oh, she went back in that room? Why? And she's stepping on whatever that body looking thing is. Is she dead already? Bleeding profusely. Oh, this was the end. Oh, they saved her.
しっかりしろ。
無事でよかった。
篠崎。
私が。
何？
岸沼。サトシ。
Yeah, see, Satoshi was the main character of the first game, but guess he's not anymore.
私が。
始まり。
全部私が悪いの。
悪いって。
私が幸せの幸子さんなんておまじない。
まさか。なあ。じゃあ頼れよ。いいか。今ここ。お前は。ああ。
そうだよ委員長。もう一人。私みんなをもう
ったく な。こうなってしまった以上の受け入れるんだ。少しでもよくし
気持ちはみんな一緒。
We might have missed important details. You claim you couldn't do anything, however, but I'm not quite convinced that's true. I didn't recognize the voice at all. I know it's a little perturbed that no one else seems struggle, but it belonged to a girl I'd never seen before wearing an unusual outfit. Is it that girl with like blue streaks in her hair? Yeah, it is.
篠崎あゆみちゃんね。
Must be Ayumi Shinozaki. Glad to see no harm has befallen
あ
you.
なたは
What?
篠崎、お前がやばいところに向かってるって。
Us off about
こ
where
の
you
場所
were
を俺
headed
たち
and
に
led
は
us
愛
here.
子さんだ。
Aiko Niwa. Wait. She's related to the teacher. They got the same last name.
ごめんなさいね。
He's so presumptuous. I took the liberty of looking into you. I'm what you might call an intelligence agent, I suppose, regarding matters of the supernatural. So that means that her and the teacher are both involved with the supernatural.
篠崎ひのえさん
As a little sister, Hinoi Shinozaki, I suppose the quickest way to explain would be to say that I'm a friend of Naho Sakoki's. Naho's and Yuno's sis too. And Naho was the cultist, fanatic, I guess you could say. As your sister Hinoi made quite a name for herself in this plane.
あゆみちゃん
Me right hand, are you not able to open it? Right hand had been clasped shut this whole time. Almost forgotten about it. I tried to open it again, but I still couldn't. Let's see. Christian only grabbed my hand and tried to pry my fingers open.
無理に開ける必要はないわ。
Should open naturally when the time is right. You just need to be patient.
あら
What's this now? She attempted to open the box for just a moment, but her efforts proved to be in vain just as mine.
気になる箱ね。
It's rather intriguing, like she, and it simply refuses to show us what it contains. How fascinating. Aiko was mesmerized by the unopening box. She seemed desperate to understand what force kept it sealed. Almost giddy at the unspoken prospects of what it could be.
ものすごい霊力。
Spiritual, this is one of them. I hold on to this, if only for tonight. I believe I'm be able to open it once I've returned home. This was less of a request than it was a statement.
まあ、今日はもう遅いから詳しい話は明日させてもらう。
Okay, she's obviously sus too. Turn this step from there and just kept trying to open my right hand. Went forward, close hand, teeth, human teeth from the looks of it. Very small baby teeth, 2 of them.
どうして
She had baby teeth in her hand this whole time. Oh, that was chapter 0. That wasn't even the first chapter, but that's probably where we're gonna end it if it lets me save. They did add a bunch of new characters into it, so it is interesting to see where the story goes from here, especially because it's not taking place inside the school like the other 3 games did. It's taking place like within the whole city. And then I believe the next one takes place in a new location at the hospital, and it starts a brand new story arc that's not involved with Sachiko and this Heavenly Host storyline that these 4 games are involved with. But yeah, like I said, we'll save when we can, and that's probably gonna be what. But it does look like there's an interesting new cast of characters involved in this one. Oh, I forgot you have to just select chapter each time, huh? Interesting. So there should be 10 more chapters. I'm assuming chapter 0 doesn't count, it was just to introduce some of the new characters and to cover the stuff that happened in Book of Shadows in the first game, just to like recap it. But we will try chapter 1 tomorrow. Maybe I'll try to do 2 chapters tomorrow, depending how long they are. It looks like each one might be around an hour. I want to say around an hour. Let's see how long this game is to beat. Yeah, 12 hours. So if you count chapter 0 and then the 10 chapters, and then I'm assuming there's a true ending chapter, then that means it's about an hour per chapter. So I'll probably try to do at least 1 or 2. But since it's already gonna be 11 p.m., we're probably gonna call it there. That's the intro to the game. Like I said, besides this game, I'll also do Corpse Party 2 Dead Patient, and then when it comes out, Corpse Party 2 Darkness Distortion, and then we'll also do Don't Be Afraid 1, since I did enjoy the prologue chapter. That was about the length of this chapter 0 for this game. So we'll do that, and then when it comes out, we'll do Don't Be Afraid 2, if Don't Be Afraid 1 ends up being as good as that little prologue was for it. But with that, that's probably gonna be where I end stream. I will most likely see you guys tomorrow.